So it is 7:33 on this Tuesday morning. Gene Brister is here, but he's off getting some coffee, so we're going to jump right into the birthdays. How about that? Today is May 10th, Mexican Mother's Day. Happy Feliz Dia de las Madres. Birthdays today, Henry Fambro. He's with the Spinners. He's 84. David Clennon of 30-something is 79 today. Jim Abrams, he was the filmmaker. He did Naked Gun, Airplane, all kinds of funny movies. He is 78. Donovan, the British Bob Dylan. He's 76 today. Singer Graham Gouldman of 10cc is 76. Dave Mason is 76. Sports anchor Chris Berman is 67 today. Bruce Penhall, he was in Chips. He's 64. Bono of U2, 62 years old today. Daryl M. Bell of A Different World is 59. Linda Evangelista, she was a model. She's 57. Eric Palladino, he was in ER. He's 54. Todd Lowe of True Blood and Gilmore Girls, he's 50 years old today. Kenan Thompson of Saturday Night Live and Kenan and Kel, he is 44 today. Those are the big shot birthdays. Got the local people coming up next.
Hi, I'm Hilton Smith, and I'm asking for your vote for Imperial County Sheriff on June 7th. I was born and raised in Imperial Valley, and I have 38 years' experience in the Sheriff's Office. I believe we can make a difference in how policing is done in our community. I will do this by guaranteeing Sheriff Department employees are treated fairly and provided equal opportunities for advancement. I plan to implement an oversight committee and also ensure each outlying area has a resident deputy. Vote Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff.
Paid for by Hilton Smith for Imperial County Sheriff 2022.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Brianna Silva, Janina Gonzalez, Matt Schultz, Jamie Alvarez, Jay Abadi, Kelsey Martinez, Rosa Maria Calle, Daniel Castañeda, J.W. Welch Sr., Maria Rivera, Didi Laguna Rubio, Susie Figueroa, Desiree Perez, and Roy Walker. That's Roy Walker. Happy birthday to each and every one. Happy anniversaries this morning, John and Teresa Robertson and Ray and Bobby Zarate. Happy anniversary to you guys.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Now we've got your World California News headlines.
Hey, Gerald.
We can't say anything until we say good morning to Gene. Good morning.
Yeah, I wanted to say good morning. I wanted to say an extra special happy birthday to Roy Walker, the last person you mentioned on the list.
The name I destroyed.
Well, I don't know. Did you?
Yeah, mispronounced Walker of all things.
Yeah, well, Roy, enjoy your birthday. And the way George and I started out, don't let that be an indication of how your day's going to go, right?
So happy birthday to Roy Walker. A special happy birthday. And we got a special anniversary to John and Teresa Robertson.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I recognize those names. Yeah.
They're celebrating their wedding anniversary. I don't know how many, but they're celebrating.
At least 3, huh?
They got a few under their belts.
Yeah.
They got some big kids.
They got some big kids. Yeah, they do. I'm glad you didn't say old kids.
Well, they're.
You don't want to insinuate.
They're not toddlers anymore.
No, they're not.
So happy birthday, happy anniversary to them, and happy birthday to Ray.
To Roy.
Roy, I'm sorry.
It does start with an R.
I don't know who wrote it on here, but I just can't read it. Anyway, let's do some news. Okay?
Yeah, let's do.
Yeah, save myself. It's time for the World California News headlines, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales and service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. With COVID cases on the rise in Santa Clara County, San Jose has reinstated a mask mandate for city employees. This is Stanford Hospital epidemiologist Dr. Jorge Salinas.
We know that masks work. We know the vaccines work. We know that good ventilation works. And we just need to implement it and tailor it to our daily life.
The mask mandate is scheduled to expire in 2 weeks, but it could be extended. Following last week's social media post of a racist photo taken at Bullard High School in Fresno, more social media posts surfaced over the weekend. Fresno Unified trustee Keisha Thomas is calling for a special investigative commission.
We're going to keep doing this until we get some changes. We're going to keep doing this until we get our commission, until we get our students in a situation where they can discuss freely their true root issues.
And finally, Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti is expected to announce new water rules and conservation efforts later today. Steve Clausen, California News.
And the California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today, 760-353-4501.
You can't get much for $5 these days, unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 biggie bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT, plus 4-piece nugs, fries, and a drink, all for just $5. You got that bag. You got that biggie bag. You got that bag. That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're going to feel when you get that biggie bag at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes 4-piece nuggets, small soft drink, and small fry. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months? A year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
And it is now time for page one of the local news. Brought to you by El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at Imperial Valley Mall. With page one of the local news, Gene Brister.
And George, you're going to laugh right now. At least I'm certainly laughing at myself. That's Roy Wheeler.
We were both wrong.
Yeah, well, and I know his name as well as I know my own, but it's just an indication of the morning, you know?
There you go.
So, Roy Wheeler, enjoy
Roy
your
Wheeler.
Birthday this morning.
Okay. Is he in a relation to Mercedes?
No.
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 Okay.
And there's another Wheeler, and I asked him about that family, and he said no relation.
So we have no excuse to confuse him with anybody.
No, and of course, after he heard us do the greeting this morning, he will cringe if he hears us talk about his birthday again.
Okay, so, well, Roy Wheeler, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And if Roy Walker is out there, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, because somewhere he is.
Yeah, there's a Roy Walker somewhere out there. Probably not his birthday, though. Okay.
Fatal injury accident occurred over the weekend. George Gale filed this story.
It was reported Sunday morning. The 3-vehicle collision involved, 3 vehicles. California Highway Patrol says the collision occurred on northbound Highway 111 south of Heber Road at around 5:20 Sunday morning. The CHP says 89-year-old Gregorio Gomez, a Holtville resident, was driving a 2016 Toyota southbound in the northbound lanes of the highway. The passenger in the vehicle, identified as 84-year-old Elena Cesenia Gomez. She's also from Hauteville. 40-year-old Ashley Marie Castillo from Bakersfield was driving a 2013 Kia northbound on the highway. Highway Patrol says the third vehicle was driven by 43-year-old Carlos Jimenez of Brawley. He was driving a 2013 Toyota. Jimenez's vehicle also was northbound on Highway 111. CHP says the wrong-way vehicle collided with the Kia. Immediately after the initial collision, the Brawley vehicle collided with the Kia. 89-year-old suffered fatal injuries. He was pronounced at the scene. 84-year-old passenger suffered moderate injuries and was flown by Reach Air Ambulance to Desert Regional Medical Center. Driver of the Kia was flown to the same hospital by Mercy Air. Her injuries were described as major. Jimenez was not injured. Collision remains under investigation. Highway Patrol says impairment does not appear to have been a factor in the collision. All parties were wearing their seat belts. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
County Board of Supervisors meet today. The board convenes in public session mid-morning. The public can attend in person or see the meeting via live stream available at the county website. There are only two items on the board's action agenda. One is a presentation on the Imperial County Film Commission. The presenter is expected to be Charla Teeters, director of the local film commission. In the second item, Veronica Rodriguez, Director of Social Services, will present several items for board approval. The supervisors will discuss items pulled from the consent calendar and or any emergency items before going to the board's reports, legislation, and other department and agency reports. KXO News Time 744.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
A minor earthquake on Monday afternoon was felt. George Gale filed this story.
U.S. Geological Survey says it was felt by a lot of people. USGS says the magnitude was 3.5. It hit at 2:35 Monday afternoon. It was centered in an area about 15 miles south of Borrego Springs and just about 12 miles northeast of Mount Laguna. USGS says the quake was felt by a large portion of San Diego, south to Tecate, east to the Salton Sea, and north of Borrego Springs. Geologists say the quake was recorded on a fault that was very active in the 1890s. While the quake Monday rattled a lot of nerves, no damage or injury was reported. Geologists say the magnitude 3.5 is not unusual for this area. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations to serve you. Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
My name is George Marquez. I'm a candidate for district attorney. I was raised in Imperial County, and I'm a product of our local public school system. I believe in protecting our families by aggressively prosecuting dangerous criminals. I believe in forging strong relationships with law enforcement to further our interest of law, order, and justice. I believe in building bridges to the entire community so that everyone has a voice. Please vote George Marquez on June 7th for Imperial Valley District Attorney. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at George Marquez for District Attorney 2022.
Paid for by committee to elect George Marquez for District Attorney.
And page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you this morning by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m. and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For page 2 of the local news, here's Gene Brister.
Historically low levels at Lake Mead bring surprises. George Gale explains.
The water levels are historically low, lower than they've ever been. That is attributing to the current drought conditions on the Colorado River. The low levels of the lake are also bringing some, well, not surprising, but really unanticipated situations. Officials say they are finding human remains in the lake. The latest find was Saturday after skeletal remains were found. Officials say the person appears to have been killed by gunshots. Earlier, human remains were found in a barrel. Law enforcement officials say they would not be surprised if more remains were found as the water levels continue to recede. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The City of Calipatria Community Cleanup event will be held on Saturday coming up, May 14th. It'll be at 525 South Sorensen Avenue in Calipatria from 8 a.m. until noon. They will be accepting furniture, yard waste, large appliances, e-waste, including televisions, computers and laptops, microwaves, printers, copiers, and fax machines. They will accept up to 9 tires without a transportation waiver from Environmental Health. The event is for Calipatria residents only. They will not accept waste from businesses. No commercial dumping is allowed. You must show proof of residency, driver's license, or water bill. Go to citywasteservices.com for more information. Naval Air Facility, El Centro, to hold a change of command. Here's more on that story.
That ceremony will be held today. Captain Michael D. Lee is scheduled to assume command of Naval Air Facility El Centro. Ceremony starts at 11 o'clock this morning. In a traditional naval ceremony, leadership of the installation will be transferred from Captain William A. Perkins. The guest speaker for the event, Rear Admiral Stephen Barnett, Commander, Navy Region Southwest. Perkins served as the installation's commanding officer since March 2020. He'll be retiring after 28 years of honorable service. Captain Lee said he was excited to be returning to NAFEC after many years. Lee said he remembered his early days of flying around the desert as part of a helicopter detachment, and now he has the pleasure of leading the outstanding team at NAF El Centro. The event will be live streamed on the base's Facebook page, facebook.com/NAFEC. Again, that starts at 11 o'clock. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
And here's George Gale with a weather update.
The high temperature yesterday, 85 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 59. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. Going to be sunny today. Highs right near 86. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 55. West and northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny skies, highs right near 82. West wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour at times. And right now we are looking at 64 degrees, 18% the relative humidity. Yeah, page 2 of the local news and your weather brought to you this hour by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California, making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West Ayton Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
And it is now time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. Playoff action, the NHL, they are still in round one. Panthers and the Capitals went into overtime. Panthers won the game 3-2. The series is tied at 2 games apiece. Penguins defeated the Rangers 7-2. The Pittsburgh leads that series 3-1. Flames beat the Stars 4-1. That series is tied at 2 games apiece. And the Avalanche defeated the Predators 5-3. Colorado wins that series 4-0. NBA, they're in their semifinals right now. Celtics beat the Bucks 116-108. That series tied at 2 games apiece. The Warriors defeated the Grizzlies 101-98. Golden State leads that series 3-1. Today, the NBA continues in the semifinals. 76ers take on the Heat. That series tied at 2 games apiece. Mavericks take on the Suns. That series also tied at 2 games apiece. Baseball, that's coming up next.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And in Major League Baseball, it was the Cubs all over the Padres, 6-0. Padres just didn't show up yesterday. Cubs did. They beat them 6-0. Angels defeated the Rays 11-3. Orioles got by the Royals 6-1. It was the Yankees shutting out the Rangers 1-0. Pirates beat the Dodgers 5-1. Reds got by the Brewers 10-5. Athletics over the Tigers 2-0. Another shutout. Guardians and the White Sox, they went 11 innings. The Guardians finally won the game at 12-9. Diamondbacks over the Marlins 4-3. Phillies beat the Mariners shutout 9-0. And the Giants defeated the Rockies by a score of 8-5. And Denver, the NFL, they're releasing little bits and pieces of the upcoming schedule. The bits and pieces today, Denver Broncos are going to play the Los Angeles Rams as part of the NFL triple header on Christmas Day. And the NBA also releasing bits and pieces of their schedule. Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks will play 2 preseason games in Abu Dhabi. Those games will be played in November. And we've got, that's it. Let's look at your sports. Sports World Roundup brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
If you think California is tame, you haven't driven a Bronco Sport, because this is technology that will take you to its wildest parts. Standard 4x4 capability and available 8.8 inches of ground clearance will help you get over or around almost anything. Plus a terrain management system with 7 available GOAT modes. That means go over any terrain, sand, mud, ruts, or any mix of them. Get out there with the Bronco Sport. It's adventure ready and built wild. We want your trade. Now get 3.9% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, where the future comes standard. Not all models and trims may be available. Contact dealer for more information. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 3.9% APR for 60 months at $18.37 per month per 1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. Offer ends 5/31/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
And your financial news and weather brought to you this hour by Southwest Security, locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Wall Street's main indexes opened higher this morning, with investors buying into beaten down banks and mega cap growth stocks following a 3-day of sell-off on concerns over aggressive monetary tightening and slowing economic growth. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 258.4 points, or 0.80% at the open to 32,504.09. S&P 500 rose 43.9 points, or 1.10% at the open to 4,035.18. NASDAQ Composite rose 277.1 points, or 2.38% to 11,900.343 at the opening bell. Got your weather coming up.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
The high temperature yesterday, 85 degrees. You'll not know this morning, 59. Wind gusts overnight up to 31 miles per hour. Going to be sunny today. Highs right near 86. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies tonight. Overnight lows around 55. West and northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunny skies, highs right near 82. West wind 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour at times. And your financial news and weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
It's 8 o'clock at KXO, El Centro, California.
Dow's up now about 20 points.
Next, investors will be the Consumer Price Index tomorrow morning. The CPI report is expected to show a similar level of inflationary pressure in the economy. It could drop down by a tick or two in the April report.
I'm Jim Crusoe in High Point, North Carolina. Gas prices have hit a new record high, with the nationwide average now at $4.37 a gallon, according to AAA. Steve Jeffers is feeling it.
Yeah, they're going up 10 cents, 15 cents at a time. Everything's too expensive. I don't have much spending money anyway.
Gas prices this time last year were just under $3 a gallon.
In Alabama, the big question is still why. Why did a jail official help a murder suspect escape? After more than a week on the run, it all ended in Indiana after a chase. She died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Suspect Casey White is back in custody. Deputy Marshal Chad Hunt.
There are several tragedies to this story, the way this escape ended, but also, too, it stings that somebody entrusted with what she was given as a correctional officer planned, organized, and facilitated this escape.
In Washington, Congress is getting the latest U.S. intelligence about the war in Ukraine, as we hear from CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines says Russian President Putin is digging in for the long haul.
We assess President Putin is preparing for a prolonged conflict.
And she said Putin still doubts Western resolve.
He is probably counting on U.S. and EU resolve to weaken as food shortages, inflation, energy prices get worse.
She said he might also turn to more drastic measures, including declaring martial law to draw up more Russian forces.
forces to free up the resources needed to achieve his objectives as the conflict drags on, or if he perceives Russia is losing in Ukraine.
With tensions high over a leaked draft Supreme Court opinion on abortion, CBS's Scott McFarland says there are security concerns.
The U.S. Marshals say they've increased security help to the High Court, and last night the U.S. Senate passed a bill extending additional security not just to the justices, but to their families.
Police in Madison, Wisconsin are asking for the public's help in the attack that caused damage at the office of an anti-abortion group. Fox Sports says today Tom Brady's agreed to join the network and be a game analyst after his playing career ends. The Dow is up 69 points. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best network. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
My sweet cheeks feeling squeaky clean. When Charmin's rolling behind the scenes, Charmin TV gives me those cheeky clean feels. That ultra strong hype is all for real. Those TV rolls got me a Charmin clean took-it. Cheek to cheek feeling oh so shook-it.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Teams in white protective suits are going into the homes of COVID-infected people to spray disinfectant as Shanghai tries to stop an Omicron outbreak. Shanghai's also suspended service on the last 2 subway lines that were still operating. First time that city's entire system has been shut down. Queen Elizabeth had to miss a major event today in Britain's royal and constitutional calendar.
The usual royal fanfare. The familiar stately procession into the parliamentary chamber, but for the first time in some 60 years, a different voice reading the Queen's speech.
My lords, pray be seated.
Prince Charles standing in for the 96-year-old monarch.
We've never had a monarch reigning this long before, so I think we have to get used to what you might call the new normal.
Royal biographer Robert Hardman on a royal reign that seems to be winding slowly down. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
And I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
If you're like me and suffer from toenail fungus, please pay close attention. Nail fungus isn't just a cosmetic problem. It can also be dangerous. But no matter what I tried, it seemed like my fungus would never go away. Then I discovered Crystal Flush, the new FDA-registered at-home treatment. This unique 2-step system flushes out fungus at its source and reverses damaged nails. Call now, and for a limited time, you can try Crystal Flush risk-free for 30 days. Call 800-764-9219. That's 800-764-9219.
Do you owe the IRS $8,000 or more? Are you a few years behind in filing? Are you going through an audit and have no idea what to do? You need an Ally fast. Ally's tax relief negotiators can protect you from all IRS collections, but you have to call them today. Their team of enrolled agents, tax attorneys, and CPAs are your allies to fixing all of your tax problems. Take the first steps to getting the IRS off your back. Call Ally's Tax Relief today for a free consultation. Call 800-957-0325. Ally's Tax Relief, 800-957-0325.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with George Gale.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
AM 1230.
I'm George. I'm George.
KX.